I've said in the beginning, are one of the most popular way of trading the market. There is already an uptrend, there is small pullback, you want to take into the trade with small stop loss, and your gain amount compared to your stop loss is much more. So that is the actually flavor of a swing trading. Let me show you. Our swing trading strategy here is based on the 21 period moving average, 34 period moving average, and the Bollinger Band 34 period 2 sigma. Now again, to filter out the trades where the market is very range bound, I use this Bollinger Band. When the Bollinger, both the upper and lower band is horizontal, let me do one more thing. When I plot the Bollinger Band, let me change the color a little bit. I hide the median bar and the background I actually hide. So now you are having, let me change this color of this 21 period moving average also a little bit. Let me make it green, dark green I want. So now this 21 period and 34 period form a band, and we have a Bollinger Band of 34 period. Now when the Bollinger Band is horizontal, market is range bound. When both upper and lower band are horizontal, we avoid any trade. We get into any trade only when the upper or the lower band is moving. They may move in the same direction or in a different direction. That is not my way of concern. My concern is that they should be trending. One of them should be trending. Now how I get into the trade? I have drawn a band, that is 21 period and 34 period. Now this is an up move because the Bollinger Bands that we have drawn are trending. How do we enter a trade? Whenever the price is near this band, this is a small band of 21 period and 34 period, I enter a long position and I book near the upper Bollinger Band line. Again it comes back, I enter a long position, I exit near the upper Bollinger Band line. Again it comes back, I enter, I exit somewhere near here and part booking near here. Then again it comes back, I enter and I exit much higher. See, here the price has gone below in this uptrend, just below this 34 period. So what we will do is that we will normally have our stop loss at least 10 or 20. This moving average, and if we get stopped out in certain trade, then it is okay for us. For this region we won't be trading because what we know, because we know that this is horizontal. Now during this down move, see again the price comes close to the 34 period moving average. I enter into the trade 20 and 34 period band. Again it comes, I enter into a trade, book near the band. Now see, they have become horizontal and this band is not having any direction as such, so we won't be trading these positions, but we are entering into trade when already the move has been established. Suppose they are trending down, we have entered here, we have gained, but we are not trading every time. Here we might have entered, we had gained profit, might have entered, we had gained profit, might have entered, gained profit. This time we had been stopped out, but again when it came back into the range and was going up, we could have taken the position. Here again we could have taken the position. Again in the downward direction. See, this happened multiple number of times in the market that this band has given profit. Only thing is that we avoid this kind of a range when they are having almost horizontal movement. So based on the Bollinger Band and based on the 21 and 34 period moving average, we can have a trade. So similar way of trading in a swing. What is swing? Again I repeat, we are already in a downtrend, small pullbacks we want to get into, so that when original trend resumes on the downside we gain profit. Similarly, market is moving up in a broader way, in a small pullbacks we want to enter, so that when the pullbacks are there we can enter and we can book profit when the original uptrend resumes. One way is that plotting 100 period moving average. Here that is the orange line. I have plotted the 100 period moving average there. Now once there is a move, we know that it is trending in a particular direction. Like if it is sloping upward, then we will try to take positions in pullbacks. So if it is trending upwards, we are in an uptrend. If it is horizontal, we are not in a trend as such. But if they are trending again upward, we are in an uptrend. Now here they were trending downward, so we were in a downtrend. Now in Fibonacci ratio, we know that the 61.8% retracement is a very important level, and 50% retracement is also an important level, and 78.6% retracement level is also important level. So when the market is in the downward direction, that is this 100 period moving average is trending downward, then after a very sustained down move, if we see pullback, we would like to enter at 50% retracement level, 1/3 quantity. Rest 2/3 quantity we would like to enter at 61.8% retracement, and we would have entire stop loss at 78.6%. So we entered in the pullback here, 1/3 quantity, 2/3 quantity we entered here, and our stop loss was here. So see, the stop loss was not hit, and in the downward direction we can book profit accordingly when the downward move actually happens. See again, let me show you another example. Again, this was a very good down move, and there was pullback happening. So we could have entered 1/3 quantity at 50%. The pullback didn't happen towards the 61.8%. So we didn't get a chance to enter with bigger quantity. But we entered 1/3 quantity and we booked when the down move unfolded. Similarly, see, this has turned upward, and now after this up move there is a correction. We entered 1/3 quantity at 50%, 2/3 quantity at 68%, and 2/3 quantity at 61.8% with the stop loss here, and see the kind of up move that unfolded after that. It happened many a times. If we see in the market, this was a defined up move, market was moving up, we entered here, and see our stop loss was 78.6%, which was not taken out. Again, if we see this up move is there, we retrace, we draw the Fibonacci, 50% retracement is here, we entered 1/3, market goes little bit up, 61.8% around, we get into the rest with the stop loss around this, and see the kind of up move we are having. So I have shown you two ways of getting into the swing trades. Swing trades are one of the best ways of trading. Again, it depends person to person, but you are entering along the direction of the original trend with some pullback, so that's why they are so successful. Now once we have discussed all about this kind of strategy, let me discuss a little bit about the range bound market, how to trade into that. Now in a range bound market, you first draw the 50 period Bollinger Band, and if you see that the Bollinger Band is 50 period upper and lower Bollinger line. Again, let me hide the median line. So if you see that the upper and lower Bollinger Bands are more or less horizontal, then you know that you are already in a range bound market. And in a range bound market, also draw a ROC indicator. Now let me talk about how to trade the range bound market. Here we are looking at Bank of Baroda daily chart. So first you do that, you draw the 50 period Bollinger Band and you include the ROC indicator here. The ROC indicator, you draw it for 10 periods. You would see that in a range bound market, ROC normally have a general upper bound and lower bound. As you can see, the ROC indicator fluctuates around the zero line. So whenever the ROC is near the upper bound and you see that the price is also near the Bollinger Band, and then it start reversing, you can take a reversal trade with small stop loss and very small target. But again, your stop loss target should be at least more than 1:1. Again, you take a long trade here, you take a short trade here, you take a long trade here, you take a short trade here. If the range bound movement that you are seeing is not that kind of redeeming that we are seeing here, that is a rhythmic market, then you won't be making a great amount of profit from a range bound market. I tell you, range bound markets are the most difficult market, and normally you lose money or you don't make or lose money in the market where you can have long sustained moves which can give you a lot of money. So around these points, when the ROC also turns and the market also turns from the lower range, you can go long. Similarly, these are the shorting points, so they give you some amount of profit, but you should have to be content in the range bound market with those kind of moves only. But if you are looking at hourly chart, I will show you. See, these moves are not range bound, though the overall daily chart movements are range bound, but these hourly chart movements are not range bound, they are actually trending. So another way of trading a very range bound market is that you shift to a smaller time frame. From a daily to an hourly, if you see these trending moves, and then you apply the parameters that you apply for daily chart for trending moves, and you can trade them. But remember one important thing, your profit and stop losses should be fixed, and you should realize your profits with a smaller profit only rather than waiting for a big move. So this is all about the strategy section, how you want to devise your trading strategy. We have given you a few examples. Again, don't try to use them directly into the market. Analyze them, form your own strategy and discuss it with professionals, and based on that only invest into real money, because you need to be a little bit experienced to try and experiment with real money. There is no fun in losing money. Rather, gain experience to do some paper trading, like putting notional trades, and then gain experience for that. So thank you very much for watching this video. In the next section, we will discuss a little bit about the risk management and overall psychology of trading. Thank you very much.
ঠিক আছে, আমি তাহলে উনি কতক্ষণ থাকবে, উনি কতক্ষণ, মানে ওইটা কতক্ষণ হবে, মানে কখন বন্ধ হয় ওটা? চারটা পর্যন্ত তো? ঠিক আছে, আমি তো আগে যাচ্ছি। ঠিক আছে, যাবে সাথে এই ব্যাংক আজকে চলে আসুন, হ্যাঁ ওই নম্বরটা